You say how small it is. Actually, it's smaller than the Pacific Ocean. You say how big it is. Actually, it's bigger than you. I'd say about 200 kilometers from somewhere. Photographer hanging upside down in midair. Footage of the Fujian ship's sea trials was taken at close range. Let's have the privilege of witnessing the whole process of the Fujian ship making a wild turn at sea. The weather was fine that day, escorted by a lot of tugboats. The Fujian ship slowly sailed towards the predetermined sea area. Soon, the Fujian ship arrived in the established sea area. Began the first trial voyage of his career, the sea trials. It mainly tests and verifies the power of the Fujian ship, reliability and stability of power and other systems. The first step is the basic power test. The main power of the Fujian ship is a steam turbine, hence the need for low speeds, tested at moderate and high speeds. At this time, the Fujian ship was sailing at a low speed, and in its tail, there was not a long aircraft of the aircraft carrier at high speed. It is not difficult to see from this detail. The Fujian ship has superior sailing performance. Then the Fujian began to pick up speed. A faint smoke began to rise above the island. Those who often drive conventionally powered aircraft carriers know it. Generally conventionally powered aircraft carriers, they all use heavy oil-fired boilers. And in the course of the voyage, if the combustion boiler is not completely burned, it will emit black smoke, so it seems. Is there a lack of power configuration for the Fujian ship? In fact, the Fujian ship uses an all-electric and medium-voltage DC integrated power system. To put it simply, it is to use oil-fired electricity to generate electricity, for the propellers are then driven by electricity. It is a revolutionary technology for conventionally powered aircraft carriers. This is also the reason why the Fujian ship did not have a long aircraft at the tail of the low-speed sailing. It is worth mentioning the actual power output of the Fujian ship, even more bullish than the Eagle's Ford. The secret lies in the Ford uses a medium-voltage AC integrated electric system. The all-electric and medium-voltage DC integrated power system adopted by the Fujian ship, it can greatly reduce the power loss of the engine.
This sentence can't be translated. If you are interested, you can translate it yourself. Ha ha ha.
Then the Fujian began to pick up speed again, direct to full horsepower, trailing a long trail at full speed. It is worth noting, the Fujian's long track is smooth and smooth. Aircraft carrier of more than 80,000 tons is not far from a destroyer at several thousand tons. It's kind of unbelievable. Either the Fujian ship lied about more than 80,000 tons, or the power system was too awesome. Not only that, but it can also show that the design and layout of the power system at the Fujian ship and the overall power generation and power supply structure are perfect. Then the Fujian ship began to make a sharp turn. At this time, ultra-clear front-facing cameras on both sides of the bow of the Fujian ship, clearly visible. At last, a trail is clearly visible on the sea. It forms a surf knot with the white waves. The Fujian's sharp turns are very silky and smooth. It can be seen from here. The Fujian ship has a strong ability to maneuver at high speed. Also means the power system of the Fujian ship is even more powerful than expected. Let's take a look at the drivetrain. The Fujian ship is equipped with a highly advanced transmission system. Not only counter-propeller operation is possible, the blade angle and direction can also be adjusted, thus carrying out complex sailing operations. More than that, the Fujian ship is designed with a controllable propeller board. The propeller has a reverse function. The blade automatically adjusts when it reverses. In real combat, whether it's a backwards or a sharp angle turn, attacks can be evaded in some emergency situations to ensure the safety of the aircraft carrier. In the testing, there are many matters that need to be monitored in real time by the Fujian ship. For example, the power output of the main engine compartment, whether there is vibration when transmitted to the propeller's propeller shaft, or the loss of power beyond the design level, etc. As well as a sealer for detecting the propeller drive shaft and the tail of the hull. Once there is a problem with the tightness of the drivetrain, there will be a backflow of seawater. In mild cases, return to the shipyard. Serious conditions need to be After a series of methodical tests, the Fujian began to return to port. The first sea trials, the power system and transmission system at the Fujian ship have withstood the test, even more powerful than expected. Finally, after a period of sailor, the Fujian returned to port. The sound of the horn resounded throughout the port, led by a towing barge. Start slowly driving into your intended parking position. After a while, the Fujian ship landed steadily. Rise to the next stage.